You got questions, we've got answers. Just ask Kenan. It's another Ask Kamp Kenan question, and basically what's going on today is we're back to our different camera, which should be good, I hope. I hope this works out. Kate, you like the camera?
Love it.
Great. Okay, we're gonna do a question that was asked by Lorena Darby and Owie Orman. Now, I think Owie's her grandson. He's 8 years old, and she and he want to create a backyard turtle habitat. Well, as you know, you may have come to the right guy because I may have created something of a backyard reptile habitat myself. But they were asking about how do you protect it against raccoons and skunks. So I thought I'd show you some of the things I've done in my backyard that has definitely minimized the risk from predators, and let's go do it. So we're gonna walk on over here, and I know Kate loves this because she's got to step over the electric wire.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you can do it.
I hate this.
So basically,
It's so
this
nervous.
Hun, you can do it. Here, let's film Kate. So you see this electric wire? The reason it's running through the middle of my home, and there's Kate. The reason it runs through the middle of the yard is so that it connects to the perimeter fence, which I'm about to show you. So watch, I'm gonna walk over it just like this. No drama. Now watch this. She gets terrified. The woman gets terrified. Come on, you got some really nice boots on. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. Just ride over, hop on over, no problem. Good job, Kate.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's some of my little guys wandering around. Here's a little cooter right now, a little Florida cooter just doing its thing. They like to wander over land. So number one, you want to make sure you have a secure fence. That definitely minimizes the risk of them escaping and or any predators getting in. But if you'll look over here, I went and I put, oh look, here's Mr. Man, the snapping turtle. We get a little cameo from this guy. How
Wait,
cool is that?
Is it a turtle?
That is a turtle. That there is a common snapping turtle. Hey buddy, this is Mr. Man. He's been with me almost a year now. He's Derek Dietrich's pet. Derek Dietrich plays for the Miami Marlins. And he brought him to me because he wanted him to retire in a nice South Florida retirement community for turtles, which is Kamp Kenan. But back to the question at hand. I think he's getting his mud bath. He looks pretty stoked. I love it, man. So that's what's always so fun when we come out here and do these Ask Kamp Kenans. I get to show you guys what I do to keep things happy, but you also get to see some of the animals. All right, so I'm just gonna stand here and Mr. Man doesn't mind. So you can see I've got 3 wires. They run around the entire 2.5 acres here of Kamp Kenan. This is my neighbor Bob's house. He's got like miniature horses and chickens and all sorts of fun stuff. He's got the furry animals, I got the scaly ones. So as we move over here, you can kind of see that this definitely is a secure area. Now, obviously, I don't have any netting over the top, so there can still be attacks from above. In other words, crows can get the eggs, but the good news for us is that the land-based predators are going to have a very difficult time trying to get in here, which is good. Now, in the past, guys, I've seen bobcat in this yard. Oh, we're going back over the electric fence, and I love neighbors' dogs. I love dogs. Not really. I got to be honest with you. I like dogs, but not when I live next to them because they're just yappy little guys. That's all they do is just drive me crazy. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they drive me crazy. Anyway.
Dogs and the roosters.
Dogs and roosters. Roosters don't bother me as much as the dogs. Anyhow, as we're moving about, you know, talking about turtles. See, there he is.
There he is.
You're doing a good job. You're really defending the neighborhood, kid. Thanks. You know, you can use different containment barriers. I use these telephone poles. But I wanted to show you or give you an idea of things you can do to kind of minimize the attacks from above, from the wildlife air force, as I like to call them. You know, hawks eat baby turtles, crows will eat the nests up pretty good. Like crows are actually really detrimental to tortoise and turtle eggs because what they'll do is they'll sit in the trees when the female's coming out to lay her eggs and just watch her lay her eggs, and as soon as she's done, sometimes as soon as eggs are coming out of her cloaca, they're down there scooping them up. So they can be really smart and destructive pests when you're trying to have eggs. But as you guys have seen here, oh, and again, neighbors driving me crazy today. We got yappy dogs. We got some guy.
You know, it's just, you know, life, babe. It is what it is.
I need to
Deep
move.
breaths.
I know, but I need to move further
No,
away.
we're pretty far away.
No, we're not far enough. I'm ready to live in the middle of nowhere if there was an internet connection. Anyway, you can see here the
Happy
reptile.
day.
Yeah, you can see the reptile cage. That's something you can do. You can create a completely enclosed environment for your turtles and tortoises. And what's great about that is it's good because if you have little hatchlings or nests or whatever, they're not going to be predated from any kind of animals at all. But obviously I can't put a giant aviary over my entire house. So the electric fence, as I mentioned, the box was rated for 200 acres. I'm on 2.5. So what's really cool is the box really energizes that whole fence. And man, let me tell you, when you get hit by that fence, whoo, it'll knock you out.
That's why I get nervous.
I know.
And what about the mailmen?
What about the mailman?
They
Oh,
just-
yeah. The mail people. When I opened my mailbox, there was a note for other mailmen that they taped on. So be careful of electric fence. So apparently the mail person got zapped. Okay, that kind of sucks. Anyway, since I put the electric fence up, here we are way out in the front portion of my yard. Here are the, oh look, there's Socrates. Hey Sox, how you doing? I gotta fill your water up. I know, dude, but you've been having enough rain that you've been drinking out of puddles.
What's up, Chica?
Yeah, so anyway, you can see the electric is over here too now. So it covers the entire 2.5 acre rectangle that I have. So what I like about this, if you're gonna do electric fence, try and do 3-tier like I did, because if you just have one, raccoons are smart, fox are smart. They can climb up and over that, no drama. So I did 3. There's no way they're getting through this without getting a bunch of volts coursing through them. Now, you know me, I'm a softie. I like animals, even the furry ones.
Even the yappy ones?
Not the yappy ones. The yappy ones, not at all, but I'm just kidding. No, but the furry ones are okay too. I mean, they were here and they pretty much are just trying to eke out a living by, you know, adapting to human beings and some of our pets and animals that we have here. But when they get hit, it shocks them and they learn not to come over here anymore. I haven't had any raccoon problems in about 10 years, which is incredible because this entire neighborhood I live in is filled with trash pandas. Whew! And let me tell you, they ain't no rocket raccoons, but they are pretty smart. If one comes at me with a big gun, that would be a problem. I'd probably let him in. Come on in, dude. Anyway, there you have an answer. We've talked about the electric fence, some barriers, some containment. As you've seen, I use these reclaimed cement sidewalks stuck vertically to kind of keep some of the tortoises in. You basically just want to use what you can that you think is aesthetically pleasing, it's functional and cost effective. But most importantly, when it comes to predator proofing your yard, you're going to want to use electric fence to keep those land-based predators out. If you don't do the entire perimeter, then you might want to just go ahead and say, for example, let's go walk over here before we finish. Don't mind Socks. You're enamored by him, aren't you, dear?
Yeah. She's really cool.
She is cool. I always call him him, but
I
it's
know,
really
I
a
feel
girl.
bad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Bye, Socks.
Come on. We'll come over here. Here's the other thing you guys can do. If you're not planning, Lorena, if you're not planning on a large facility like I have, well then you just have to localize your electric wire into one area. And here's my front aquascape pond. If I didn't have maybe a fence on the perimeter of my property, I would definitely have built the fence to keep the tortoises in, which I did, but also run electric wire on this. So you're looking at spending about $100 between the wire and the control box that sends out the electric field, that energizes the wire. So it depends on how big. If you go even smaller than this, you may just want to enclose it. So there you go. I think we've answered your question. I hope you and Owie have a great time bonding over the creation of a backyard turtle and tortoise habitat. And this will apply to any kind of reptile containment. You know, obviously if you're working with lizards, this is not a good way to contain them. You're gonna have to go full enclosure. All right, there you go. If you guys like the videos, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to go to patreon.com where you can help support the videos. Excellent. All right, we're off. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you, tomorrow for another Kamp Kenan video. So long.